The woman's screams echoed through the house. They joined the cacophony of screams that could be heard around the city. The Inquisition had arrived, hunting like a lion. Non-believers had to be found. Yet another scream could be heard, different from the others, younger, much younger. Susanna had done it. She'd borne her second son. The Inquisitor had arrived, and wanted to see her, whose home was so far away, and whose heart was so heavy. Susanna knew he had been searching for her for months, and without her sacrifice, he would even take her children. Her companion understood. Tabit loved her. She could trust him with her children. The door burst open. There he was, the Inquisitor. She knew Gonzalo only too well, and she feared him. Susanna knew what he wanted. The key. He was looking for the others, too. She knew that. But she would never give them up. Yet another scream echoed through the city.
Test Flight 19. The safety net is secure. The weather is on our side, even if it is a bit too windy. The invention is ready up on the hill.
You are testing my patience, Morales.
We'll be underway in no time, Senor Conde. I'll speak briefly to Conde and my brother. Then we'll begin our test flight.
Hey, once again, was the Ghost here with some Lost Chronicles or something. I can't remember the name.
We drove our invention onto the meadow with the cart. I only hope that no one saw us doing it.
When you receive all the information from a hotspot in the game, it will then lose its interaction.
We need the covers to hide our flying machine from
Spacebar shows
prying
all the
eyes.
available instructions.
There are soldiers of the Inquisition in the city, and we have to
Location
be
in
careful.
the scene.
We could really displease the church with our test flights. That's a sacrificial stone in honor. If you don't cross yourself here. El Conde, our esteemed count and only client, a miser on whose money and benevolence we are reliant. Senor Conde?
What?
The flying machine.
Everything is ready for our first test flight.
I hope it's clear that it is the flight, not the test, that I'm paying for,
Absolutely clear.
and that your sacrilegious inventions could land you before the court of the Inquisition.
We know that.
Then perhaps you also know that the Count of Florence has increased his wager and has employed a certain Da Vinci.
Da Vinci.
Da Vinci.
Perhaps you mean the Da Vinci who's better known for body snatching for what he calls anatomical studies,
Yep.
than for craftsmanship in building flying machines.
The one and the same.
The very one. And I hope that you are soon more well known for your practical successes than your impractical theories.
I hope so too, Conde. I assure you that you've backed the right horse with us.
If it's a flying horse, yes. Otherwise, you will spend the rest of your lives trotting around on a Spanish donkey.
We'll do it.
I expect nothing less.
God, Bennett.
The gentle hills of Catalonia. My home. My brother Ramon. I hope you didn't eat too much for breakfast. Ramon?
Hello,
dear.
Ramon. Flying machine.
Today we are going to crack it, Ramon. Today we take off. This is our day.
It'll be fine. I have my talisman with me.
Everything's perfect. The hill is steep enough and the wind is blowing favorably.
Anything that doesn't end like last time is a success. The graces have only just healed.
We can swap if you like, but then you'll have to explain the technology behind it to the Count.
And you will have to overcome your vertigo.
I'm not scared of heights, it's just a kind of nausea that...
That you get when the air is thin. It's fine. The stars are aligned well. That's the main thing.
I went through all the
Good
calculations
grief.
again last night. There's nothing that can go wrong. In
If I can
theory.
really just focus.
Then let's get going. The count is waiting.
Yeah, let's go.
You can start when ready.
Let's see this fly.
Ramon! Ramon! Ramon?
I'm alive!
A disaster. You two are nothing more than charlatans.
It wasn't a disaster.
But the invention flew.
Yeah, it flew, man.
Invention. This terrible contraption is only suited as fuel for your funeral pyre.
Please, esteemed
Good
Conde,
grief.
I have many more ideas on how to improve the machine. Think of the money you've already invested.
I'll give you one more week. And if I lose my wager thanks to your incompetence, then I'll make sure that the court of the Inquisition shows interest in your heretical experiments.
Right. Right. Can read that if you want.
Our workshop card.
Tools.
Our tools. Somewhere around here should be... Ah, yes. There's a knife there too. Should be useful. I'll take it.
Right, use knife on the catch net.
I don't need the whole net. Ramon's guardian...
Yeah, whatever. Right. I did play this a bit beforehand.
Ramon, can you pull yourself up on the net?
No, I don't think my knee could manage that. Haven't you got anything more sturdy?
Well, there's the cover.
We need the covers to hide our flying machine. There are soldiers we could really
Okay, we can't use that.
I could take the side pieces off and use them as a ladder, but they are very short. Let's see what I can do with these.
Let's go back and do that.
That should hold.
Hey. Ramon is back with us.
Thank you, brother. You saved me.
I'm sorry. I miscalculated the launch angle. There's something not quite right with the whole construction.
No real harm done. Good that I had my talisman with me.
Good
You really
grief.
are one of a kind, dear brother. Come, now we have to salvage the flying machine.
I think you'll have to do that on your own. My leg won't hold up.
Oh, is it painful?
Only when I put weight on it. I have to lie down.
Yes, relax. I'll do this. Too dangerous. I wouldn't want to slip off.
Pick up the ladder.
I'll take my rope ladder with me. The workshop cart is sure to need its rungs back at some point.
Indubitably.
A rope ladder is awkward. I need something more sturdy that I can stand on. I could also cut down the tree to get to the flying machine, but this way is much more dignified for an inventor. Good. Then let's get the bird down from the tree. Perhaps
Yes.
there's something that can be used again.
Like what? You just went through the damn thing.
The test flight was actually a success. It only got a bit out of control. We can sort that out.
Hey, Theodore, I'll help you in a minute. I've got something really important to do first, though.
We've got exactly 1 week before the Count has us put in thumbscrews. I don't think there can be anything that's more important. Hello, Ramon? Always the same. All right then. The invention of the century is going to have to be made by just one genius. And what if the material is too heavy? In theory, wood should also fly, if it has enough lift. A light material would, of course, be better. It's definitely something to do with lift. That's the crux of the matter.
Yes, it is.
But how can we be independent of the wind's changing mood? Da Vinci designed that huge screw. I wonder if he'll manage to screw himself into the air with it. It must be possible, as long as it turns quickly enough. His parachute design isn't bad either, but in the end it'll only get him from up there to down here, not from down here to up there. As long as Da Vinci hasn't found a solution, my chances aren't too bad.
You can read that if you want. Let's see what I can.
The workshop is directly under this large and heavy wooden hatch. One of our first flying machines, but this wooden construction is much too heavy. I'm not at all surprised that this thing didn't fly. We used to play catch with this pig's bladder. It's dried and blown up, sturdy and watertight. And I guess it's easier to get into the air than any kind of wood construction.
Okay.
I've already noted down this idea. A loading crane. I need that if I want to get heavy things onto the roof. This wooden construction is much too heavy. I'm not at all surprised that this thing didn't fly.
Let's see. What's this? Bucket. A closed bucket of water. Lid can be pushed down into it. But there's something useful for this.
That's my water pressure machine. Water is supposed to shoot out of a hole when you press it down. But it hasn't got a hole yet.
Let's go downstairs.
Perhaps I should pick up my old idea of an airship again. It wouldn't need the complete hull. It doesn't have to be waterproof, just the framework. That'd be much lighter too. Covered in fabric, it would create a large surface for the wind. But how to get it in the air? That's only possible with an accelerating force plus a cliff. So, wheels on the bottom again?
The framework with the hole construction the necessary stability. Mustn't be heavy, though.
Our workshop can't. We've transported loads of inventions with this. Most recently, it carried the flying machine to the cliffs. The net is still in there. I'll take it. A leather hose. We only recently had it made. The last one burnt to a cinder on the forge. There's my dear brother. As always, his thoughts are of a secret Egyptian city from whence all the things that he works on day in and day out perhaps, or perhaps do not come.
Let's see what he talks.
Ramon? Are you dreaming of utopia again?
I'm searching for it, yes. One day you'll be thankful for this.
For what? That you spent precious working time cleaning artifacts?
That I never lost sight of our goal.
Which goal?
I don't quite know exactly. That's why I'm searching for it.
Could you give me a hand, please?
Later. I have to put this mask together first.
We have to get the flying machine finished. We only have 6 days until the Count sets those torturing fiends on us. I'll be off then.
Let's check the drawings.
One would normally expect an inventor to note down ideas for inventions. But my brother is a little bit different.
The Ankh. Crux ansata in Latin. Egyptian symbol for life and also immortality. The uraeus more or less means the rearing one. A rearing cobra that Egyptian gods often wear on their foreheads. The uraeus spits fire or poison and punishes those who do not obey the god. It's often associated with a goddess who is supposed to have the head of a lion.
Right.
The whole construction has to be extremely light and be able to carry a person. A basket like that would be perfect.
Alright, basket should be suited for it, yes.
The vacuum balls didn't work. Then perhaps the complete opposite. More air. The more the better. With a wind generator under the wings? That's a little smelting furnace for smelting metals in an airtight space. Let's see. Yes, there are still some embers in there. It should be able to withstand a fair amount of heat. A forge, just like you'd find in a smith's workshop, with an integrated smelting furnace.
Yes,
Cartwheels. You can never have enough of them. They make excellent driving cranks for all kinds of things.
Indeed.
That's the rope and pulley system for operating the bellows. Ramon designed the construction when he was more on the case. The rope is connected to the bellows via 2 pulleys. When you pull on it, it lifts. No, it lowers. I can't remember exactly. Either way, it works. That's the rope and pulley system. There's still a lump of calamine on the anvil. That should be in the mineral cupboard.
Hot air balloon.
A lathe. You can bore holes in wood with it. It's powered by a foot pedal. Good idea. I can bore a hole in the lid with that, through which the water can then be forced. That's my water pressure machine. Water shoot... I haven't been able to find any use for it so far. Can't make anything out of that. Can't make anything out of that. Can't make anything out of that.
Mission 1.
Not enough ideas. Perhaps I should have another look around.
Come on.
Fishing rods are made of light and supple wood. The perfect material for wings. Or perhaps a whole airship. What would I do without my pliers? That's a bowl of wood tar. Ramon sticks his old stones together with it.
Artifacts.
According to Ramon's notes, that is an ankh, a symbol for life and immortality.
Let's see what this is about.
Uncle Tabbit sent this letter a couple of weeks ago.
My dear Ramon, my trip to North Africa was successful, and I shall shortly be back in our wonderful Barcelona. I found an extremely interesting artifact there. It would appear to be only part of a larger piece, but I think you will find it very precious nonetheless. When I'm back in town, you can come and pick it up from my shop whenever you like. Farewell. Uncle Tubbit, Valencia, 7th of April, 1514.
Oh, fabulous. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, and games of all kinds, best smoke Mickey, because I will be back for breakfast. Farewell.